Yo, what is up, YouTube? I'm James the Movie Critic, and today I think we're going to talk about something that is relevant to anyone watching this video. Today we're going to talk about
streaming services.
Listen, we all wish that we lived in the upper 1%, you know, the people who could afford to pay for streaming services. But let's be honest, most of us are broke college students. Or you're like me and you're just the broke adult. If any of your friends, and I do mean any of them, are paying for streaming services, they're a drug dealer. And I mean that. Or they're in the mob. Either way, they are doing something illegal. Y'all know paying for 2 streaming services is drug dealer activity. Regular folks, not me, because I'm a law-abiding citizen. But regular folks be out here doing something like this.
What's up, man?
Hey, bro, let me get that Netflix password.
Bro, I paid for that, so
Bro,
you're gonna
I
have to
will
have
let
something.
you drive my car for like an entire week.
Yeah, that's cool, but I mean, what else you got?
My son, okay? My child, you can have him for an entire week. He can do chores for you or something. I don't care, man. Just give me the password.
I bet. I'll send that over to you right now.
So which service should you spend your hard-earned money on? Today we're gonna have a versus battle with 2 of the giants of the streaming wars, Netflix and Disney+. The first difference for me is all about original content. We have to be honest, Netflix has stepped it up with all of the original content they have pushed out over the last 2 years. We have new shows like Stranger Things. One of my personal favorites is The Last Kingdom, Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Even some shows that got canceled but were actually excellent shows. For example, The Get Down. I loved it. They shouldn't have canceled it. This is my angry letter to you, Netflix. So The Get Down is set in the 1970s, and it follows the rise of hip hop and disco music through the eyes of a group of teenagers who meet one of the legends of hip hop, Grandmaster Flash. And let me just say, this story is totally worth the watch, and Netflix may have let a gem go too early by canceling the series. But if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. And on the other hand, you have Disney Plus with some of the greatest original content of our time. And not just our time, generations before and after. Disney is a GOAT. They have made shows that have pretty much raised us through our childhood. Literally last night, I was watching Mulan, which isn't a show, it's a movie. But I was watching that movie with some friends of mine, and it was like being a kid all over again. So for me, because Disney has the vault of Disney classics, and Netflix has really stepped it up, I'm gonna have to call this one a draw. It is a tie between Netflix and Disney for original content. Difference number 2, it's all about trending content. We all know we watch shows and movies because they fill our timeline, whether that's Facebook or Instagram. All of our friends are talking about this one thing. We all remember the Bird Box challenges. I mean, we are in August of 2020, and I still have people on my timeline talking about Carole Baskin. And I refuse to watch Tiger King, by the way. On the other hand, you have Disney, which is the new hot platform for everyone to drop their content. For example, Hamilton. Hamilton has taken the nation by storm. It's a Broadway play that was able to be put on Disney Plus, and everyone's watching it, as well as Black is King by Beyonce. So I'm going to personally have to give trending content to Netflix, but Disney is coming up on Netflix's heels really fast. Now, before we get to difference number 3, go ahead and like the video and drop a comment down below. And I would love for you to subscribe. It really helps the channel. Now, one of the most important categories for me, and this is number 3, is rewatchability. Even when I do my movie reviews, shameless plugs, go ahead and check those out, I'm all about rewatchability. Because for me, if I watch a show or a movie and it's so good, I want to keep watching it. If I leave it alone, it probably wasn't that good. So, who has the best content for rewatching? Let's look at Netflix. As I said, classics already like Stranger Things and The Last Kingdom, which are Netflix originals, are great. But Netflix also has some classics that weren't made in the Netflix studios, like Breaking Bad, probably one of the highest ranked shows in my eyes of all time. It's a complete show, and I could rewatch it anytime. But then you have Disney with something I like to call the nostalgia effect.
The thing about Disney is that its material will never get old, especially to us 90s babies. Man, I could watch Disney stuff every day and honestly never care. I love Recess. I love The Proud Family. Kim Possible, are you kidding me? Like I said, last night we were watching Mulan. This is always relevant to us. So because of the nostalgia effect, I kind of have to lean towards Disney for rewatchability. So right now we're at a draw. So what's gonna be the tiebreaker? The price. The thing about Netflix has a 3-tiered system so that there's pricing for everyone. You can go as low as $8.99 or as expensive as $15.99 with a $12.99 option right in the middle. And the differences between these pricing models is essentially how many screens do you want to be able to watch simultaneously and what is the quality that you want at a cap. With the most expensive version of Netflix, you can watch 4K quality shows and movies. But I don't know how many of you actually have 4K TVs, so that may or may not be important to you. The $8.99 is a good price. Disney, on the other hand, takes the cake because they have one option and it's $6.99. That is a pretty fair price for all of the robust material that is on Disney Plus. Because while we talked about the nostalgia effect for Disney Plus, that's not all they have going for them. With new shows like The Mandalorian and the show about Obi-Wan Kenobi's origins, as well as the Marvel shows like WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Disney has a really full platform.
So with price on the side of Disney Plus, it looks like objectively they win this versus battle. Now, if I had to choose, I'd probably put Netflix in this battle because there's a greater variety of shows and movies that you would be able to watch on the service. But you guys didn't come here for my opinion, you came here for the cold hard facts. And the facts say Disney Plus is our winner. Listen, this was our first ever versus battle. Comment below what you want our next versus to be. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.